Hey guys, Evan here with Motorcycle and Power Sports News. We're out at Hale Farm for Fuel Cleveland 2022. Right now we're looking at this awesome 1974 Kawasaki H1, and it's our ride of the week. I'm here with BREW. He's got this awesome bike. And you know, before we get into all the components, all the cool stuff about this bike, because it's an awesome bike, first let's get into the story, because you know, we talked a little before getting on camera.
Yeah.
There's a crazy story behind this bike.
Well, as a kid, I always wanted, you know, I had 3 of them, but this bike was considered the Widowmaker. So as we built it, I'm going like, wow, what will go with the name? And that's how we came up with Purple People Eater. Remember the old song, Purple, you know, I'm not going to sing it.
Yeah.
But, so I built the bike, we headed out to Bonneville, had all kinds of problems with the bike, and I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. So I got out, did one run, I hadn't even ridden it, didn't know if the brakes worked or nothing, had a premonition that I would die at Bonneville. And so I got to Bonneville, did one pass, and the engine was way too rich, and only hit like 80 miles per hour, which is nothing, but the brakes worked, it rode okay. I said, oh.
80 miles an hour that low to the ground.
Well,
that's got to feel like
it's supposed to hit
150.
We're hoping in the 150s.
Yeah.
That's our goal. So we got that done, went back to the pits, rejetted it, takes 30 minutes. So then I sat down like a little self-pity party, I thought, and I'm just staring at the bike. Something in me told me, don't go out again. So after 2 hours, I said, okay, let's go. Went out there and I kicked. And I kicked, and I'm in black leathers, and it's 104 degrees, and I'm kicking, and I'm kicking. And finally I told the guy, I feel faint, get me. At that time I fell over. Heart stopped, breathing stopped, I was in cardiac arrest. So I was out for 2 minutes and 45 seconds, or doing CPR, and finally they say, oh, we got a slight heart rate, pulse. So they popped me into the ambulance. I hadn't really come to yet. As I'm coming to, the guy told me he's not going to make it. The left side of his heart is dead, and he's not going to make it. Well, the airlifted me then to Salt Lake City Hospital, and they did bypass surgery on me the next day. So it was a blessing after blessing after blessing that made me get through that. So it's kind of like this is the bike that tried to kill me.
Well, you know, we hear there's a story behind every bike, but you know, that's probably one of the craziest we've heard.
Yeah, it's different.
Well, you got an awesome bike here. Why don't you you have your own shop.
Yep.
Why don't you kind of detail us front to back what all you've done to it?
Okay, I've been building bikes since 1974 under my own business, and I build bicycle and motorcycle frames under the name BREW Bikes. And so I built this frame, and it's all out of 4130 chrome moly. The engine I built had all kinds of trick parts on it with worldwide bearings and Wiseco pistons, and we had these super trick little electron carburetors and stuff on it.
Right.
Everybody likes electrons. And so we built the motor, then I built the frame around it, and then the forks were off a little Yamaha RD350. The wheels are RZ350 wheels. Again, with all worldwide bearings and stuff in there. And so yeah, we're hoping that our goal is to, after tweaking it, to probably take a few times out there, to be in the mid 150s.
Right. So you're taking it out to the salt flats. Obviously you're not riding it for too long, but this bike's super low to the ground. You're basically, your whole body's horizontal. Is it comfortable to ride?
The bike is really good. It's not bad at all, and at speed, you're kind of just laying straight down.
Okay.
And yeah, and it's real stable. It's almost like I said, I only had one ride on it, but that one ride, the salt isn't as hard and as flat as what people think. So if it's going to show any problems with handling, it would show it then. And so the bike was real stable. The brake worked good, shifted real well up in the gears. So I'm excited to get back on it. But you know, it takes time to come back from something like that.
Yeah, of course. And you said that happened last year, correct?
It's about August 29th.
Okay, so you're almost on your 1-year anniversary.
Just 11 months, 2 days ago.
Man, okay. Well, that's awesome. BREW, you got an awesome bike. Awesome Kawasaki 1971 H1 engine.
74.
74, good save. Got the 500cc engine. It's a beautiful bike. Thanks for talking to us about it.
Oh, thank you.
Guys, this has been your Ride of the Week.